The view that adorns Mexico City is enhanced by two of the highest volcanoes in the hemisphere, Popocatepetl and Iztaccíhuatl. Before Hernán Cortés arrived in Mexico, the Aztecs, or Mexica, ruled the Valley of Mexico from the city of Tenochtitlan. It was common practice to require neighboring lands to pay taxes. The chief of the Tlaxcaltecas, bitter enemies of the Mexica, grew wary of this oppression and decided to fight for his people's freedom. The chief had only one child, a daughter named Iztaccíhuatl, which means white lady in the Nahuatl language. It is said that she was the most beautiful of all the princesses, and she was in love with Popoca, which means smoke, in Nahuatl. He was one of her father's warriors. The princess and the warrior professed a deep love for each other, so before leaving for war, Popoca asked the emperor for the hand of the princess in marriage. The father gladly agreed and promised to welcome him back with a big marriage celebration if he returned victorious from the battle. The warrior accepted and departed, knowing that the princess would be waiting for him when he returned. However, Princess Iztaccíhuatl was very beautiful, and many other men wanted to marry her. Soon after Popoca departed for war, a jealous love rival told the princess that her beloved had died in combat. The tragic news crushed the princess. Overwhelmed by sadness, she died. Popoca returned victorious to his people, hoping to find his dear princess. But upon arrival, he received the terrible news of the death of his beloved. Devastated by the news, he wandered about the streets for several days and nights until he decided he had to do something to honor her love and assure that the princess would never be forgotten. He ordered a grand tomb built, piling up 10 hills together to form a vast mountain. Then he carried the dead princess in his arms, took her to the summit, and laid her on the mountain. The warrior lovingly kissed her cold lips, took a smoking torch, and knelt in front of his beloved to watch over her eternal sleep. Since that time, they continued to face each other. Eventually, the snow covered their bodies, forming two volcanoes that will remain together till the end of time. Popocatepetl, meaning smoking hill in Nahuatl, continues to smoke whenever he remembers his beloved. In Sylvia Orozco, Pulido, and Santa Barraza's rendering of the legend, the roles have been reversed. It is now Itza who carries Popoca, challenging gender norms and subverting the narrative.